Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Move that over a little bit. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card to get a feel for the overall vibe of the message. Thank you, Spirit. What's coming through for this beautiful being? Clean it up. Okay, we cleaning something up. Divine says there's something that's not needed anymore. It's not needed anymore. Also, what's coming to mind is, you see how he has a feather duster? Okay, so I never have used those. And that's because growing up, my mom, she said, what's the point of a feather duster? All it does is stir the dust around. She said, get that vacuum out and dust, baby. Or get a rag and wipe it up. But she always said that a feather duster, it just stirred up the dust. What was the point? Okay, so I feel like that's relevant here. Thank you, Mama, for that message. Ashe. There may be something that you've needed to get rid of, but it's just been like moving around. It's been recirculated, recycled. But now Spirit is coming in to really suck that stuff up and get rid of it for good. Okay, because you think about a vacuum. It sucks it up. You take the bag, or I use a bag vacuum. You take the bag, you dump it out, and it goes out with the trash, right? So what you're getting rid of now, you're really truly getting rid of it. And it's been like a lot of efforts before to get rid of it. Divine says we see your efforts. We acknowledge you, and you've done a beautiful job, but we're here to get the job done for good. They said it's time now. They said those other cycles were practice, and you have become stronger from that. But it's really time now to end this for good. Also, what they're saying is that these lessons that you've been having and these cycles that you've been going through, they've been teaching you lessons that have integrated and become a part of your soul now. So the lessons that you've learned, you're taking into your future lifetimes as well. They said pull one more from here. To be fair. There's something that's becoming balanced, and it's becoming balanced through wisdom and insight. You see that owl up there on top? Okay. So there's something that you are seeing now that you perhaps didn't see before, and it's ensuring that justice is served and that you are flowing with divine justice. Okay. I said one more. Flexible. There's a certain level of flexibility that you are flowing with now because there's no fear. 3:33 on the timer. So there's something that was causing you to have thoughts or feelings of fear, but you're releasing those. For some of you, that's what's being cleaned up, is feelings of fear, thoughts of fear. And what's replacing those thoughts and feelings of fear is confidence. You're confident now in your relationship with your spirits, your connection that you have with the divine, because there are certain things that early on in your journey, you believed, like you believed in the goodness of the divine. You believed in the power of your ancestors. But now, because of the journey that you've been through, you don't have to believe anything because you know it. You have felt it. You have experienced it. You have seen it. You have heard it. So the things that you chose to believe in good faith at the beginning of your journey or early on your spiritual journey, that belief has now transformed into knowledge. 4:44 on the timer. Because you have sensed these things. That's a signal or a sign of your spiritual strength now. That's so beautiful. You've got the tree and the mountain. So there's something here related to your ancestry that felt like a struggle. Okay, so what's coming through is that your ancestors have been through a struggle that you also experienced in this lifetime. And that's something that's being cleaned up now, because you have put forth the effort, you set the intention, you put forth the effort, and you've done the work in order to break these curses, these ancestral, generational curses, okay? Your ancestors are very proud of you for this, and they said that because of the work that you've done to support your ancestral connections, you are now more grounded, and you have stronger ties as well to your ancestors, okay? They said that's you right up there. It's very small, okay? But it's a person who made it to the top of the mountain. And now you're able to look out and see that beautiful view. 5:55 on the timer. This is about positive change. And awareness as well. Okay, yeah, because you were dealing with a black fox. But this is a black fox that had infiltrated your world so deeply. It had infiltrated your experiences, not only in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes as well. And other carbon copies, okay? Can we still say that? It's such an old term because we don't use carbon copies much anymore, but other copies of this person, this archetype, had haunted your ancestral lineage for so long. And what's going to happen if you haven't already seen these connections is that you more than likely have already noticed connections between a black fox that you encountered. This is a person who tried to take you down, who wanted your destiny, who wanted to steal from you, who discouraged you, maybe not to your face. They may not have had the gall to do that. Oh, but they did it behind your back. This is a person who tried to drag you on a soul level and on a physical level as well, because they have tried to send energy to you that would affect you physically. So even if this isn't a person who got in your face, you know, they may not have gotten in your face. I don't see them as that type of person that had the courage to do something like that, to really truly confront you. But they tried to affect your physical world with spiritual energy, okay, through curses and rituals and things like that. But this person infiltrated your energy on such a level where, if you haven't already, you're going to start to notice that there were ties between you and this person that you were able to now look back on, that now you're able to look back on and notice that associated you with this person's energy from childhood. From childhood. Okay? You're going to start to notice, if you haven't already, that there are similarities, or maybe we could say synchronicities, okay? Things that let you know that this person was on your radar long before you ever met them in the physical realm. And that's because this person, this being, is actually an archetype. It's an entity. It's not just the human in human form. You may notice that this person has either the same name or a similar name as another person who brought similar energy to you in your world. This person could have narcissistic traits. So if there's another narcissistic type person or individual that you have had encounters with and had trying experiences with, you might notice that they have the same name, or maybe their one's first name is the same as another person's middle name or last name or whatever. Like things like that. You may notice that that person, if they're from another country, you've been to that country. Okay, and this was long before you ever met this person. Things like that, you're going to notice that are not coincidences, but it's evidence of the fact that you all shared soul ties that were meant to be discerned, experienced, and then cleaned up. So that's what's being cleaned up, is your attachment, any attachment that might still exist between you and this person. Okay? And this is a gift from Spirit, because I see you doing the work. I see you doing cord cutting, maybe some cut and clear work, okay? Whatever you've been doing to separate yourself energetically from this person, you've been doing it. But Divine says there's another level that needs to be done that you could not do by yourself. And for that, you have the support of your ancestors and your spirit allies. That's a part of this, to be fair. Divine knows that intervention is needed at this point. And you have it. You have that intervention. Divine, please bring through clarity for this message, for this beautiful being. Okay, yeah, look at this. You've got Ace of Wands and Ten of Cups. You know what this is? This is the power, the purifying power with the Ace of Wands. That's fire energy of your spirit team. This is your spirit team, the Ten of Cups, coming in to support you with this work. Cleaning it up. You got a whole cleanup crew now. Isn't that nice? You don't have to do all the work yourself now, which you haven't been, okay? You've been supported. And look, this is just another representation of that same thing. Thank you for this confirmation, Spirit. You've got 8 of Pentacles, which is work and dedication, and 4 of Wands, which is union and celebration. You've got support. Look at those cubs. They're working together. Okay? They're not alone. They have each other. So what I'm getting here is that, oh, you know what I'm getting? Okay, it looks like 2 cubs, but what's coming through to me is a mama bear. There's like a maternal figure that's coming through, an ancestor who has crossed over. She's coming through to help you. Also, this could be someone who's under the sign of Gemini, who's coming in to support you, because these cubs look like twins, okay? 12:02 on the timer. This could also be an actual set of twins in your family that's coming in to support you. Okay? Gemini energy is coming through very strong though. So you could have an ancestor who was born under the sign of Gemini who is supporting you. Yes, because they know that with this 8 of Swords, there has been this, like, you know, they see those times where you were working so hard to stay true to your path and to ascend above this black fox energy. Because see, this black fox was very clever, but they were only clever to the point where you were unassuming and you were just focusing on your path. Once you realized that this energy, you needed to tune in to, oh, let me turn off my alarm. Yeah, see? They've sent in disruptions, interruptions, trying to disrupt your life. 1313 on the timer, but this is coming to an end. And now you have support with that. There was a time where you were operating in a very, like, I'm getting like Page of Cups type of vibe, where you were just very pure and focusing on the innocence of life, just focusing on your healing. And then that's when this black fox came in and you realized, wait a minute, I'm going to have to tune in, because there was a lesson to be learned. This was a soul level lesson. You were breaking through karmic ties that have existed for eons, for ages. This spirit has held you down in past lifetimes. And so this is a very big accomplishment. Okay, and you're realizing this on different levels now. It's not a one and done type thing. That's why this message is coming through in several readings. Okay, it's such a big deal. Oh, and look at this. So with the 8 of Swords, we know that in the traditional tarot, that's like where the person is bound and they don't realize that they could just take the ropes off and then everything would be good. It's kind of like they feel bound by a situation that isn't as bad or as gruesome as they think. So what's happening is you are gaining the sight of the eagle. So whereas before you felt like you were held captive by this entity because you were seeing it from a lower place, just because that's where you were at that time, you have evolved and you have ascended to this high level where now you're able to see that that black fox was on the ground. You're up high and you're able to see things from a higher perspective. And now you can see that yes, even though this spirit has haunted you for past lifetimes, this is a new day. And in this lifetime, you are writing your story. This is about your destiny, not fate that you're leaving to everybody else to decide. This is about your true destiny that you are taking in your hands and you are saying, it's mine. I claim it. I'm grateful for it. And I am fruitful in this lifetime and in all remaining lifetimes. Ashe. Yeah, this is a beautiful energy. The Emperor. And okay, so there's something happening here where because of this freedom that you have, where you have the sight of the eagle and the vision of your true destiny, you're able to ground yourself and be this Emperor. Okay, I like how this Emperor, it kind of looks like the Chariot. The horses are behind them though, but with the Chariot, it's usually kind of like this, but they're in front pulling the Chariot. But you've got the support of the journey behind you. That's what I'm seeing here, almost as if the Chariot were behind you and now you're in front. You're like, I've got all that experience behind me. I've got that journey behind me. That's under my belt. Now I'm able to, what's coming through is have a business, be successful. It's like now you're owning your shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you are the leader of this grand plan that you have, of your destiny. And of course, you are guided by the divine and supported by your ancestors and spirit allies. But now it's almost as if you were perhaps seeing it as, at some point on this journey with this black fox, you were kind of wondering how this was all supposed to play out. But now you realize that it has been playing out with you as the winner, you as the Emperor, where you own your destiny. 1717 on the timer. You are the star. It's like you're taking ownership of your story now. You're not allowing this black fox or anybody else to write the script. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's take a look at, yeah, I want this one. Thank you, Spirit. The extra deck. Divine, what's coming through for this beautiful being to know? You know what I'm getting? You are full of beauty. Like, let's not just say beautiful. Let's really look at what that word means. You are full of beauty. You're also full of experience, full of knowledge, full of wisdom because of this journey that you've been on. Yeah. What's coming through? Okay, I see why the Emperor card came out. I'm going to tell you why. You're literally owning your business now. You're taking it back. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, there's somebody who was really trying to take away your Emperor vibes. Okay, there's a reason why Spirit brought this particular card through right here. And I see exactly why you were in the Eight of Swords, feeling like your hands were tied. Because somebody was genuinely trying to put ropes around you to hinder you from progressing forward. So there could be a Sagittarius here who was committing intellectual theft, who was trying to impact your business, trying to take away your abundance, trying to take away your prosperity. It doesn't have to be a Sagittarius, but what I'm getting is that this being, whoever this black fox is, they were trying to exude the energy of a Sagittarius. They wanted to be successful. They wanted to have that Jupiterian vibe where they were successful and abundant, but they wanted to do it with your energy. Okay, so instead of earning their own, they tried to steal from you. They were in cahoots with other people, okay? So they were shaking hands, if not physically, then energetically with other people, trying to team up against you in order to siphon your energy. This person, these people are in complete and total remorse now. They feel so damn guilty. Look at that. head in their palms. They know that they messed up. They know that whatever strength they once had, whatever intelligence they once had, they used it for the wrong purpose, to try to dupe you. And see, where they went wrong is that even if you weren't obviously on the physical realm an emperor at one time, you always possessed this energy. You always had the ability. 2020, you had 2020 vision too. Okay, so you're very perceptive, very intuitive. But you always had the capability of owning your shit and of running a business. Doing what it was that you needed to do in order to be successful, to vibrate on the frequency of prosperity and success. So, yeah, and that's what I'm getting here is with this in cahoots, this is exactly what was going on. They were using intimidation, bribery, blackmail, trickery to invite other people to work against you. For some of you, this happened online. So there was a lot of technology involved here as far as how this person was able to infiltrate your empire. I'm also getting that there were psychic attacks involved. Okay, so you've got technology, psychic attacks. That's already a very powerful combination right there. And then with this handshake, I'm getting that this person was in your physical space at least at one time. So they were using people that were in your physical space. They were getting them to work against you. Also, I'm getting that they were getting them to keep an eye on you. So if this person had you under surveillance, if they were watching you, if they were stalking you in any way, they were utilizing other people's energy in order to do that for them. I'm getting that this person tried to collaborate with other people in order to orchestrate meetings with you where there would be run-ins, okay, because they did not ever want to be out of your energy, which is why the first card that came out was clean it up. Divine knows that there's a need to clean this mess up because 2222, balance is being restored to you and everything else that was taken from you. That's a positive way in which I'm seeing this, that whatever was taken from you, abundance-wise, money-wise, it is being restored to you and then some. So many times over, you will receive whatever was taken from you. And that is because you are ascending. Look at this. So this is the feminine energy, but even if you're masculine, you're about to be in your feminine energy because you're receiving. Okay, so this is a very receptive energy where you can just sit back and be like, thank you, Divine. Now you're still creating, you're still working, you're still doing whatever it is that brings you joy and peace, right? But your vibe is going to be one of receptivity, okay? Where you are receiving. And you're allowing the abundance that someone worked so desperately hard. I mean, this person was working. I'm getting all kinds of images in my mind's eye. This person was working as if they were getting paid to come against you. And in a way, the karmic memories that this person has, that's what was motivating them. Because they remember in past lifetimes how motivated they were to bring you to an end. They remember that on a soul level. And so they came into this lifetime almost like Gollum from The Ring. Like how obsessed he was over that ring. That's how obsessed this person was with your energy, with your abundance. Look, so it says abundance, goddess, queen, empress, fertility, energy. You're getting all of that back that was taken from you. Because all they did was temporarily separate you from that energy. They couldn't take it from you. Because if they did, they would be sitting pretty right now. But this is how they sitting. They didn't take a damn thing. All they did was use energy, rituals, psychic attacks, lies, gossip, deceit, all these sort of evil, maniacal plans to try to separate you temporarily from your abundance. And that's all they did. That's all they did. It was very temporary. Everything that they did was temporary. And now they realize that. That's why they're guilty. That's why they feel remorseful, because trust me, if they had truly been able to take you out of your energy and destiny swap, which would mean that they would be sitting pretty. And see, sometimes that even happens. So for some of you, that may be how it appears right now, that they got something of yours and now they seem to be so happy and joyful. But in order to have a true destiny swap, a person would have to not only take you away or take your destiny away from you, but they would have to welcome that energy into their life and be joyful about it. They would have to be sitting pretty, enjoying it, loving it, feeling good, flowing with this divine abundance, and they can never do that. That's why a person cannot truly swap destinies with you. They can take something from you if you allow them to, okay? And the only way that a person can be separated from their destiny is it's all in the mind. So if a person gets control over their thoughts and instills them with so much fear, then yeah. And really what's happened is they've manifested something in that person's mind, and then it just plays out, right? If a person can convince another person that what is theirs has now become someone else's, then that person is now convinced, and all of their actions will actually serve the person who's trying to steal their destiny. So they would think, oh, you've already got my job. You've already got the position that I wanted. Well, you know, and then the things that they need to do to maintain their destiny, they're already working against themselves. They're not doing it because they're not motivated. They're fearful. They're anxious. That's where people get any satisfaction with a destiny swap, is they convince the person psychically, mentally, through thoughts and emotions that they've already won. Okay? This person is in a very negative state. Meanwhile, you have gone from the Eight of Swords to the Emperor. You are sure of yourself. Divine is helping you to clean up this energy. They're doing whatever has been left behind because they're already saying that you've been doing the work. But now you've got support. You've got the support of ancestors, loved ones who have crossed over, are coming in to support you, to help you. You have a whole Four of Wands out here helping you. For some of you, this is a marital partner that's helping you to clean up this mess. This is a person who supports you, who's dedicated to you, who loves you. It could be a friend. It could be just a person who's in your soul tribe, who is now in the physical realm, assisting you through this, helping you to clean up this mess so that you can live in peace and harmony, knowing that your destiny is empowered and protected, not only in this lifetime, but in future lifetimes as well. Okay? And here you are in this beautiful energy, just receiving this abundance. Also, what's coming through is that receptivity. That word keeps coming through. It's like, be willing to receive. Because some of us are not programmed to receive. We are programmed to do everything for ourselves. And we can't depend on anybody because everybody betrays us and everybody's against us. And so whatever you're coming to me with, I don't know, you know. And after so many betrayals, that's a natural way to think, right? If we're on autopilot and we're not conscious. But Divine is saying that with this Four of Wands, you have beautiful people, beautiful beings, I'll say, because they're both on the in the spiritual realms and also in the physical realm, who are supporting you to help you continue to clean up this energy and to release it for good. Ashe, thank you, Divine. Okay, I'm gonna pull one of these. I gotta make this one a little shorter because I got a little date with my son. We're going to get some coffee. All right, so let's see what's coming through for this beautiful being, Divine. Okay, we got a couple. Oh, fairy tale. Ashe. Believe the impossible. Daydreams. A romantic ending. Happily ever after. You have beautiful energy that's coming to you, and it's because you've earned it. Within a few days, this situation or event has potential to develop or unfold within a matter of days. Okay? We've got checkered flag, outcome, finale, completion, feeling relieved. Thank you, Divine. Okay? There was a headache that you experienced. All right? Divine is acknowledging that you have been through a very long, drawn out situation that felt like drama. Okay? But what you've got here is support now as you move through this energy and as you move into a beautiful era of your life, and not only of this lifetime, but of your whole future. You will have support. And if you ever have another situation, which this is life, okay, where you realize, oh, I need some support right now, you know that not only in the physical realm do you have support, but now you understand that you have the support of your spirits. And you know that beyond the shadow of a doubt, because they have been there for you no matter what. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing to know what you know beyond believing it. You know, it's great to have faith. Faith is very necessary because as humans, you know, even though we tune into the spirit realms, we cannot know everything at all times, right? And I'm a big believer in that there may be some information that you'll know next month that you're not privy to right now. But we have to ascend in order to be able to access different realms and things like that. But knowing everything at all times, no, we're not capable of that. So faith is very important. When we can't know something yet because we've experienced it, we do have to believe and we have to have faith. But what is so beautiful is to have faith and then evolve to a level where we're then able to experience it for ourselves and know it beyond the shadow of a doubt, because we've been there and we've done that and now we know it. And that's you. That's you. All right. Pray from the heart. So whether you pray or say affirmations or just speak things into existence or connect with your spirits, however you connect with them, continue to do that, because they are so proud of you. They're so proud of you, and they're here for you in a way that you've never felt before. You're going to feel their presence in such a strong way that you haven't felt yet before, and it's going to be very, very powerful. Archangel Michael, thank you. What message do you have? Card number 34, trust in divine purpose. Okay, look how she's looking up. And she has light shining on her face. That's consciousness. There are things now that you know beyond the shadow of a doubt. You're aware of so much more than you used to be aware of. You've experienced so much more. And there are infinite divine energies that honor you for that, for your willingness to go through these experiences, not only with this black fox, but with other black foxes, because I know there's not only one person who's, you know, thrown negative energy your way, but you've been willing to go on this journey and you've learned so much from it. So that ties into your divine purpose as you take the experiences that you've had, that you've been through, and the knowledge that you now have under your belt, that you've experienced. You're going to do something very powerful with it. Sometimes this will just be the way that you radiate this knowledge and understanding and this strong connection that you have with spirit, just when you smile at someone or say something kind to them or help them. And it might be on some occasions where you are using this information and these experiences to create something very powerful and very life-changing. You're going to change lives. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Absolutely. All right, beautiful being. I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope that it gave you clarity, support, good vibes, and whatever you needed at this time. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you so much. I love you, and I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.